Hey guys, wanted to do a video for you on a fixed blade. I've had this knife for at least 10 years. Put it through some pretty good use. It's taken some decent abuse and it's still kicking. Like to try to straighten it a little bit, but I'll show you that in a bit. Anyway, this is a Ruko Muela survival knife. They label it as a survival knife. Some may see it as a fighting knife or something like that. But everyone's opinion is going to be different there, of course. Model number, or the model name, whatever you want to call it, is COM, C-O-M, and then -G-16, COM-G-16. This is 420A stainless, Spanish-made knife, made in Spain. Knife weighs 9.2 ounces. Hollow ground blade, 6 1/4 inch, 11 inch overall. It has these rubber craton grips with some nice brass pins in there. Decent little sheath, plastic sheath. Of course, it's got a belt hoop on the back, which is removable. If you push down on the little tab here, you could actually slide it out of there if you wanted to. I never have, but and you could put a loop through the bottom to put around your leg or tether it to something. It's a solid feeling little knife. It's not bad. Right now, and I have no idea what I paid for it. Like I said, minimum 10 years ago. I want to say it was more than that, actually, probably closer to 15 years ago, but you can still get these new. Exact same knife. I saw a couple on eBay for around 40 Canadian, plus shipping. But the sheath, just pop it off at the top, and it is ambidextrous. You can put it in left or right. It's not a bad little sheath. It's light. Doesn't weigh anything compared to some sheaths I've seen. But yeah, here it is. Hollow ground. Drop point. It's got serrations on the top side, and those serrations are actually sharpened on both sides, as you can see. So yeah, 420A stainless. As you can see, I've got some good use into it. It's certainly not new and shiny anymore. The grip is quite comfortable. Fits well in the hand. It's not oversized. I have fairly large hands, 2XL in most gloves, and it's just long enough for me. I wouldn't want it any shorter than that. As far as the survival blade, camping blade, it's okay. I'd rather the blade was a little thicker if that was going to be the case. And I'm not huge on the serrations on the back side of it, but you wouldn't want a baton with this, I don't think. You can see the end. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. I've got a good little bend in the end of the thing. Let me see if I can. There you go. See the end of it there? I've got a little kink in the blade. Now, I must have used it to pry with or something years ago. I honestly haven't carried this into the woods in a long time, but it did get plenty of use for quite a long time for me. It was decent until I started to get into a little higher end stuff. Well, you can see I've got a chip in the blade here, right there, and it definitely needs to be tuned up. I wouldn't mind trying to straighten it out and get some of the chips out of it, kind of bring it back to life. But for, like I said, for $40, it's not bad. It's got a good solid feel to it. It's full tang, although it's all underneath the grip. The pins go right through the tang, right to the base. It actually has a lifetime warranty on it. For $40, for a little survival blade slash, again, I think you could call it a fighting knife. It's definitely got the reach. Yeah, lifetime warranty. Not bad at all. Are there other knives I'd rather carry with me? Yeah, definitely, and I've done so ever since I got them. This has just kind of been sitting in my drawer for a good long time, and I realized they were still for sale, so I figured I'd break it out and put up a video on it. Sheath has held up well. It retains the knife well. It's definitely not a high-end sheath, but it drops that far. If you give it a little bit of force to get it out, it'll drop down to the first little lower portion of the finger choil, and you're still not losing the knife, so it holds it. I wouldn't want to try to inverted carry it or anything. You definitely want it on your belt, tip down. You're not going to be strapping this to your backpack, shoulder strap or anything like that and expecting it to stay in while you're running. But yeah, on a whole, for $40, I think that's a decent beginner's woods knife, maybe. Again, if you're getting into heavy bushcraft and stuff like that, definitely not the knife for you. You're going to end up bending it, breaking it, doing something abusive to it, most likely. If you're processing firewood and stuff with it, it's not going to hold up to that. You definitely want a thicker blade. But yeah, not bad for $40, and it's been a good knife. It's lasted me more than 10 years. I wish I could come up with an exact number for you guys, but I know it's been more than 10, and went on many a trip with me. Very comfortable in hand. Good for the money. Came sharp. Not sharp anymore, but I'll have to fix that. Anyway. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Any comments, questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and have a great day.